I sacrificed my political career.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists...
I choose freedom for my people. The global persecution of my people...
The legal correspondence, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you...
Bring that envelope. Bring the envelope.
December. I sacrificed my political career. I choose freedom.
I want to let the whole world understand something.
The global
very, very clear. In all this is the judgment of the Supreme Court.
With me,
it made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable. And it's here. Please do bear with me.
Highness.
It says it here.
I like
what is it, page? What is that again?
Prime Minister.
Where
the state of the
all these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually to do some basic research.
And
it's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the virtuousness, the emptiness of what is against me. They kept switching the charges.
He sacrificed.
They said I committed this crime in England.
For your own freedom.
I made a broadcast in England.
And our leader
and in 9 charges leveled against me.
7 jail.
This place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed.
Appreciate you.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London. Location of the contrary to section 196.
Please,
in violation of their own laws. In violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Bring them to stand trial where these shenanigans are going on?
Mazen Nandekanu is there. He is telling you this is not persecution of
to jail are suffering for them. It's normal. Then my primary concern is
whenever you see a Biafran person, that person
will stop. Once I come out, it will stop. And they know.
Suffering
so
and smiling.
The
Prime Minister of the Biafran government today, you see him a powerful campaign, working with the Congo in Europe, doing powerful campaign. He sacrificed all these things for you. Let us go and start putting one-on-one together. Anybody that is joining, please, your comment is very needed, highly needed. We are rushing to make this thing. We keep it here now before visiting another project on our own table. I see you. Dada, Sasa, I greet you. Jerry, Muibo, I greet you. Then let us put one-on-one together, please. Let's put one-on-one together.
And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself.
They remove it.
I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me.
They removed that London.
Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed.
There are things we must put together. Let's check where the problem is coming from. We check where the problem is coming from because there must be an attack. Now,
and in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself.
They remove it.
I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me.
They removed that long list.
Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah, based on that, they removed London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196,
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
in violation of their own laws. In violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.
It's a persecution against the Igbos. It's a persecution
No, let them give them a fresh one, not the ones.
No.
We have many of that.
Mr. Kanu, last one last question. One last question. Reference to what you have asked earlier. Just one of the senior judges at this court.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What is this case for?
Thank you, everybody that is writing. You can see the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra doing campaign. Nigerian journalists, Nigerian government recognized that our Prime Minister is a serving local government chairman. And just in Finland, then at the same time, before he joined Biafran struggle, he is one of the person leading Atiku and the P2B campaign here in Europe. And today, Nigerian news have taken it that the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra sacrificed his political career just because of me and you. And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed his own freedom to end the global persecution. That is where we are taking everybody to. Please join us. Your message, your comment is highly needed. Very, very highly needed. As of Franklin Bishop, I greet you. Then Excellence Mwachuku, I greet you. Then we go here and join this thing.
It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. It's not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes.
The rules change.
You get the point. Try to get the point because we are keeping everything in this place. Kelechi Shedrack, I greet you. We are keeping everything in this place. If you are not sacrificing anything, many people will think, what are we gaining? What we are gaining is that we are delivering this message. When we started this from autopilot movement, when we come here, if we have 100 comments, 70 will be against. Until this message continue to change the narratives which DOS peddled against this man, against him, against the Prime Minister. Today, what we are gaining is that the message is getting direct to everyone. Benjamin Uche, Ndewo. Here now, you hear him that he says he is there serving. And our Prime Minister says that he stopped his own political career. And you know, the same political career is what Hope Uzodinma is protecting, making him to be killing his own people. The same political career is what the Enugu State Governor, Peter Mba, is protecting, killing his own people. The same political career is what Soludo is using, protecting, killing his own people. The same political career is what all of them serving Nigeria are protecting, killing their own people. But we are coming again to bring when our prime minister is addressing Nigeria, trying to unite them on how to invest and do business. Political career, that if he wants to become anything in Nigeria, he has all the opportunity. And in Finland, he also have the opportunity. The car cruising there, and there's some areas we are taking you to in this next 40 minutes is just to let the whole world know the kind of sacrifice. Everybody is paying sacrifice. Everybody you see in this struggle is paying one mighty sacrifice and another. But the Nigerian news have taken it now that I sacrifice my political career for Biafra to come. And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says it in this place also, as we are still joining everything.
No, let them give them a fresh one, not the ones. No, we have many of that.
Mr. Kanu, last one last question. One last question. Reference to what she has asked earlier. Just we know that she's one of the senior judges at this court.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because
it is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The rules change.
Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what me? As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. And we have it in my case.
Of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you very much.
So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
You lovely Biafrans, you see the pictures we are showing here now. This is just the small part of what we are trying to bring out. Jerry Muibo, thank you. Nigerian politicians are not concerned about the citizenry, but their own selfish interests. Why Finland are concerned about goodness of their people. That is why they can never deliver him. Happy Ume, thank you for all you do. Thank you, Happy Ume. Then you see Okwadike. When Okwadike went to Finland and visited our prime minister, and if you check in this area, let me know how I will bring it closer. If you look inside that place on top of that place, the design was this design you see there is Biafra flag they designed on top of that place. That is how Chukwu Kikabiama do things secretly. Nobody will know. Look at it. This was the Biafran flag they used to design that place. And this is His Excellency Benedict Onochie Amobi, Ambassador Federal Republic Government of Nigeria. When PM is still one Nigeria, when he was one Nigeria, political career. Do you think that there is anything in this world, if our PM want to continue with Nigeria, that they will not give him seat inside the red chamber. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you see in this place here now, they have already promised him to become the second president of Nigeria, the vice president of Nigeria, compensated with a lot of oil well. He said, listen to what he said in case, if you are not even getting it, listen to what he said.
The most global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do.
That is why we do what we do. That is why we sacrifice everything we are sacrificing in this business we are into. Very, very expensive business and very, very big sacrifice. That is what we are paying. Some people don't know, because we know what we are doing. And as we are going on, let us keep listening to our Prime Minister, why we will be bringing out evidences on the sacrifice, because in this place, we play according to what you see. Seeing is believing. We are not here to play hanky-panky. We are not here to make you like our program. We are not here for you. We are here to preach the gospel of Biafra. I sacrifice my political career for you and me. And you can see him face to face. You can see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu face to face, doing everything for you to be free. Aloma Ibu. Good evening, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, Ibrahim Chineme. Self-order to wage persecution of Igbo people and the Biafra as a whole. That's sacrifice of self for other freedom. Others freedom. That is it. Somebody is standing on your behalf. Somebody is standing on your behalf. Some people are killing their own career. Some people are divorcing their wife. If your wife doesn't allow you to fight for your own freedom, a lot of people are giving their wife a red card. A lot of women are giving their husband a red card. If you don't want to support this freedom, these are sacrifices you see people paying. PM told you in this place, and we are going straight ahead to make sure we bring the Nigerian newspaper where they recorded it. It is good. You understand? So that everybody will see and witness whatever that is going on. Chika, Desmond Oba, thank you. Tio, thank you. Then we continue from this area as we modelize.
That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we're facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes.
The rules change.
Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what me? As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I'm having my case.
Of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we're facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you very much.
So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
this cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against facing any trial.
Judgment.
After all, I'm innocent, so they have nothing against me. But there cannot.
Okay, Biafrans, those that is joining us new, this is 555 Vision, Biafran Gospel and the Bible, and inside our own preaching of the day, what do? We bring evidences. We are not a member of DOS that is still underground. More than 4 years now, almost 4 years now, they are still looking for evidence on how to persecute or justify our prime minister. But what we are doing here is, when we bring the news, we will go back down to Nigerian news where Mazen Nnamdi prophesy and say, time will come when Nigerian government will be the people that will be publishing our news. And when this time comes, nobody will pay them dime. Nobody is paying Nigerian government a dime to be publishing this news you are watching here now. What do you see? Daily Post to Nigeria. I sacrifice my political career for Biafra, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic, United States of Biafra. Duru Clifford, I greet you. You are not. Then we continue. We continue with some images. Here, our PM says, I am ready to take any blame and the risk for Biafra to come, because Biafra must come. Are you seeing it? Here now, you will go and do what they call research. Ask yourself question, are you speaking in this language our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is speaking? This language, this is where
the persecution against the Igbos. The persecution
No, let them give them a fresh one, not the ones.
No,
we have many of that.
Mr. Kanu, last one last question. One last question. Reference to what she has asked earlier. Just recently know that she's one of the senior judges at this court.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because
It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen.
Now, Duru Clifford says he is referring to DOS. But Duru, if it's not DOS you are referring to, then you can make it clear. Then he says, you are not a man if your action and the activities are not governed by desires to make future generation free from wrong he suffered. That is what he said. It's a good writing, unless he is writing from other way around. Now we continue with what is really going on. We still have our small time. We are rushing to make sure. And the PM then told Nigeria, he said, always remember this. And what did he ask you to remember? How Nigerian troops killed unarmed residents in Southeast, labeled them IPOB members. And why is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu inside DSS dungeon, which you know today that Bintanyaku have run away. He said he cannot be able to handle the case. You understand? They killed them, and today we have someone who stands strong. If Biafran Liberation Army do anything, he will come publicly and take responsibility, because this is how to run a government. I sacrifice my political career because of you. This is how Nigerian government has been killing you. How Nigerian troop killed unarmed resident in Southeast, labeled them IPOB member. You understand? And they killed all of them. Nobody asked them what happened and why did you kill those people. Nobody is answering any call and nobody is answering question from anybody. Now, Biafrans, let us keep making you nervous and at the same time making you happy. Let us hear our
So my one last question. Reference to what she has asked earlier, just being told that one of the senior judges had been discussed.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because
It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes.
The rules change when it comes to
Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what me? As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. And what happened in my case?
Of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you very much.
So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
and then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against. Yes, that's correct. It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against taking any trial. After all, I'm innocent, they have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what if the case is also reassigned back to her? Will you still be comfortable?
It's not going to happen.
No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all.
Biafrans, Theodore, I greet you. FB Global and they will. Then, this is history. You know, our PM also studied history. This is when PM is the Igbo leader in Finland and also a politician that made way for Igbo people in Finland. This woman is the person that is working in Abakaliki then. And the PM made the whole world to Igbo people to meet her. And this woman wrote history about Igbo people. And as we are going on, you can see evidences of political career. And what are we talking about? I sacrifice my political career both at home and abroad. Home and abroad for Biafra, for your own freedom. Are you getting it? And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, on the other hand, he is there. One cloth he is using since that time till this date because of your own freedom, for your own freedom to come. You understand? Priscilla Anne. Ndewo, Priscilla, I've not seen your name here before. Ndewo, welcome. Iko to Onyadezu. Then, the 5th year will not kill. Yes, the 5th year will not kill because he know that something is happening. Nnamdi Ogundewo. Then, Mary Ike. I hail you. Then, let us continue. We will be using one stone to be killing 2 birds. Let's continue,
Thank you very much.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you...
Bring that envelope.
The Nigerian journalists, they don't take time to study any question they come to ask. This is Nigerian news. And the prophecy being made that the Nigerian government will have no choice than to be carrying our news. Nigerian news, I sacrifice my political career, and they know. Iko Tuonye and every other person will bear me witness here. When Rufai from Arise Television, when he addressed our Prime Minister, he said that they knew that he is a very powerful politician in Finland, up to becoming the local government chairman of his own community in Helsinki, where he lives. He asked, but why are you then stopping election in Nigeria? Our PM then responded amicably. He said, he is not stopping election. He is stopping Nigeria to conduct election that will keep his own people inside Perpetua. You understand? And then they went back and they revised his own matter. What did they find out there? They found out that this guy has been an athlete defending and making money for Nigeria. And he has made his way and become a powerful military. He has also made his way and become a powerful lawyer. He has made his way and become a human rights activist. He has made his way to become a criminal investigator in Europe here. And he has made his way and become the ambassador of peace global all over the world. Then they return. They asked him, people can bear me witness in this place. They told him in Nigerian news, they say, Simon Ekpa, come to Nigeria and take what belongs to you. Ask for what you want, we will give it to you. And here we know when they call our prime minister, they said they are ready to make him the richest man in Africa over Dangote if he can leave this Biafra agitation. But what do you see from Nigerian news? That our prime minister sacrificed his political career. He sacrificed becoming the richest man in Africa only for your own freedom. I see Flora Kubilo, Flora Ndewo. Thank you for joining. These are 2 pillars that is holding Biafra, and with them we will win. Who wrote this? John Obase. Ndewo, Ndewo, Flora Kubilo, Ndewo. Everybody is bearing witness in this place. Honestly, 555 Vision, because this your presentation make us what? Let me come down. Make us Biafra to be moved strong. Then thank you, and work those who are down in spirit. Thank you for that. Then we continue. The greatest bondage is to be used against your own people by their adversaries. And this is Duru Clifford. DOS have been used to bring our prime minister down. Why our prime minister neglected his own political career, which we have played in this place. We are going to repeat it again. Vivian Keys also here saying, my brother Fabian and Dalu, keep doing the good work on Dewo. Then Flora Kubilo, our PM is too much. prepared by Chukwuokike Abiama himself, automatic, and we are not. Sacrifice is too much. I have only 20 minutes to stay here. How do I borrow time and put on my own to do this work perfectly? How it's riding inside me now? How do I borrow time? I have 20 minutes to do this thing, but we will continue no matter what. Mazi Simon Ekpa sacrificed his own freedom for our people, and our leader Mazi.
It's not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen.
Did you see another news from Nigeria? This one, the other one was a different newspaper, and this is a different newspaper. We are dominating. You understand? We are dominating, and what we are doing here now is just we are trying to keep the mind of Biafrans alive, waiting for the blessed day on the 2nd of December 2024 that the mandate will be given to us. Do you know what is a mandate? Do you know that up to this very day we don't have mandate? That's why when our prime minister will talk, sometimes he will bite his tongue. Do you people notice this thing? Sometimes he will bite his tongue. He say, oh, let us just wait till that date. Because there is something, there are signatures we need. If you know that you have the capacity to make it in Finland, come and witness what will happen at that place. World leaders are coming. We have seen many of them in Zoom. We have seen a lot of presentation in Zoom. We have seen a lot of promises, people that is coming to Finland. At least you will have advantage to take executive pictures with the world leaders that is coming that day. And that signature will be signed. Do you know that signature? To give him that mandate. And when that mandate is given, every one of us, the way we are approaching, the way we approach from the way we are taking advantages from the certificate the global gave to him, the global ambassador for peace. All of us are taking advantage of that, standing in this place. Do you know how it is going to be when the mandate is given to him, and the shadow of that mandate will shadow all of us? Then we will come here now, and then we will become automatic journalists with a certificate. Then everybody will know what is really happening. And the Mazen Nandekano is there fighting for global persecution. You know, just this place now is what I want to use. Global persecution of Igbo people. Stop with him. I will go back there. I don't want you to be happy. I want you to be nervous. Eh? I want you to be nervous, okay?
It's not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen.
Are you seeing a different news from different newspapers? That is how to know if you are winning or if they are winning you. Are you getting the clear picture? Chidi Raymond, our PM is a real freedom fighter. Chukwuokike Abiama gozie Simon Ekpa. Ndewo. Write us comment, please. Write us comment. It's inspirational comment. Inspirational comment. Then we are coming. When we go back there, we will bring.
It's not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes.
Okay, Biafrans. You know the news that came out today? The Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra wrote this letter to Biafrans. And he says, congratulations to Biafran people. Indeed, the history has been made. With the news I received yesterday, being 9th of October it's done. The game is done. You understand? It is a done deal. A done deal. You can see it here. And when we come here to bring out this kind of news, it is because we have seen some things you didn't see. And our job is to make sure we bring it to you. Then you will know some of the ones you will know. And what did he say? Congratulations to Biafrans. Indeed, the history has been made. The news I received yesterday, then he said, forget about it. The game is done. Completely done. Now, we continue. We go to Anya Dezu. That is why we do what we do. That's why I do what I do. Yeah. Plural and the single. You understand? Go to Anya Dezu wrote it. He writes exactly what Mazen Nambekame said. That's why we are doing what we are doing. And that's why I am doing what I am doing. And that's why you are still doing what you are doing. Are you getting it? Very, very clear message. This is Biafran gospel and the Bible. And this is how we preach. We continue and we will be bringing
it's not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. No.
Everybody that is here, check this picture. This was on the, it was 2012. And where I have interest is the flag up here, 2012, who is telling me that the spirit of Biafra is not moving. And here is Okwadike. You people knows about it. And a lot of things. And here is a Benedict Onochie. And these people are the people that provoke us to come out doing what we are doing. Repented Boko Haram fighters escape with a government rifle, motorcycle. This is the thing that make us to be sacrificing our time, sacrificing everything we can sacrifice, making sure that our people, this persecution we are facing, come to an end. This persecution.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because
it is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do.
That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. You understand? The gospel is deep. Thank you. And what do you see here? Why we do what we do? This same Sahara report, this same Sowore, the chameleon we already know, says Nigeria army acted like a Boko Haram terrorist by attacking Adamawa police headquarters. Inspector General Abetukum report. You understand? The global persecution. The global persecution. And again, Biafrans, if you don't know, Ejukpuru Okpuru Ikiriya, Ejukpuru Okpuru Ikiriya, and how do I bring this thing out? And what do you see in this place? Today's gospel. In today's gospel, on the 7th October 2024, it is made open to the whole world that we are in talks with a U.S. government, Biafra Liberation, EKPA. You understand? This is Nigerian news, and nobody is paying them dime. This is Nobody is paying them any dime for them to publish this news. You understand? And we have come on the table of the third man in America, American politics. These are the people, the speaker and the representative of United States of America. That is how far we have gone. Because of what? If you give a sacrifice, you must make sure that your sacrifice is not in vain. Franklin Ihanacho, ndewo, I salute you, ndewo Franklin. Now, why did he sacrifice his political career for his own word, for our talk to go up to the mountain, right there inside Washington, D.C.? Are you people seeing what I'm seeing? Because when you want to bear yourself witness, you can automatically stand on what you believe in. You understand now? That is why we are here, and that is why we are doing what we are doing. This is Nigerian news. According to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi onto his prophecies, that Nigerian people will publish this news and circulate it. When they are thinking that they are doing us bad, that is exactly when they are doing us good. Because the persecution of the global persecution of Biafran people stopped in this place. It stopped here. It must stop here. So that is how we pin it. We pin this thing in the mind of everybody.
Yes. And I have respect and love for her. She knows it.
No matter the law,
It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do.
Ugo Mikel from Malabo. Un saludo, Malabo, Equatorial Guinea. Bravo, Samuel Jackson. Thank you. Then we continue. Please, Biafrans, everybody must forgive me today. I have only 9 minutes. Then we will.
I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes. The rules change.
Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what me? As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F.
Do you see what we are writing in this place? Global persecution of our people. Owen Palace in there. Well, thank you. Then, do you see why someone will sacrifice his own political career? Because Boko Haram terrorists are our Muslim brothers. Shouldn't be killed like pigs. Minister Pantami. And this same Pantami has been chosen by African Union to go and work for them. Are you understanding? That is why somebody will sacrifice his own political career to stop this kind of a thing. Boko Haram terrorists are our brothers and they shouldn't be killed like pigs. You understand? And the same thing we are talking about. When we are telling you that Biafra is making mighty wave and the mighty movement, everything we are doing to make sure that the whole world hear our outcry under the declaration of grievances, then Nigerian government confirm it from this place now that we are in talk with the United States of America. Are you getting it? Today, we are just bringing this thing fast, because sometimes if we don't do the work which Kabiyama calls us to do, sometimes they will be beating us spiritually. Rojob Obinna, our PM is a man with a different character, appearance, and 1,000 men wisdom. Thank you. That is exactly. And this 1,000 men wisdom, you know what? He has not used 15% of that 1,000 men wisdom. And what we read there before concerning the Boko Haram, and that is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still there. The same Nigerian government will in talk with the United States of America on their new Biafran policy. Biafran policy liberation. Simon Ekpa enter Biafran Freedom Awareness Channel. Are you understanding? The same thing you read from Freedom Awareness Channel is what Nigerian government has published for you to know. And if you want to see it in a very large corner, here is it. Everything we are presenting inside this place is gospel of Biafra. We are not here to do hanky-panky, and we are not here to make you like it. We are here to make sure you know and understand the news we are delivering from this place. Then, Isdor, Aguzie, Maazi, good evening. What is playing out now is the will of God. Long time ago. Then nobody on earth will stop the coming of Biafra. Thank you, Isdor. Then I want to go front.
Of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I'm having my case.
Then, do you see the news? Why he is there? Global persecution. Listen to what happened in Imo State the other day. Then, Boko Haram has infiltrated IDP camp in Borno. Governor Zulum raised alarm. Then PM says, now you know. The Biafran governors is 1,000 step. The Biafran government is 1,000 step ahead of you terrorists and their sponsors who want to import them into Biafran land in the name of IDP camp. Do you now see the gospel of the day? This is how we preach this gospel. There is no other way Bible was written. Bible was written under the act and the event that took place when you are fighting for your freedom. That is how Bible was written. And let us still
people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you very much.
So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against facing any trial.
Judgment.
After all, I'm innocent, so they have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Are you seeing what we are seeing? Because Nigerian government has found out that Simon Ekpa Njoku, who has become the Biafran prime minister, sacrificed his own political career. That's why you see this handshake in this place. But our people used to say, anyị eribego eri tupu ndị meeting abịa. We have been eating before the invitees come. And if you don't understand that, let us show you something. Let us show you. This is what they call amistad. Amistad. This is what they call amistad. My friend, someone you can call on phone any minute of the day and say, okay, guy, let us go to coffee together. You understand now? Than someone who is seeking. You understand? Check. We already teach concerning a picture speaks more than 1,000 words before. Use your brain now as we are ending it exactly now. But this message, we will repeat it again. Lovely Biafrans. I don't have 1 minute left. But let us keep it here. Use your brain now and check. Look into this picture and tell yourself some result. Tell yourself some result from this picture. These two pictures. And you will do the mathematics yourself. Where did you see love? And where did you see, what did you see? In this place, what do you call it? Ochieze manu. You understand? Yeah, you laugh, you see it. But in this place now, what you will see is love. From this area now, what you will see is love and the unity. That's what you will see there. Here now, you will see love and the unity. You understand? And that is how we roll. That is how we roll. You go to one lovely Biafrans, Mary Ike. God Almighty have his God Almighty have his bringing Biafra, but the Nigerian government and the Nigeria don't want to know fighting God is fighting. So, lovely Biafrans, please, this is not how I want to do this program, but the anxiety inside me made me to come to do this program halfway. But we will still come. At all is bad. Do you understand? This thing, see it, I still don't want to stop. Flashback. Yoruba are the problem within Nigeria. You understand? Those people that doesn't want to talk. Governor Shetima created and funded Boko Haram. Not me. Modu. Sheriff. You understand? And that is why you can see our PM sacrificed his political career to become the governor of Ebonyi State. He sacrificed his political career to become a governor in Finland, or to become president of Nigeria, or whatever. Nigerian news have it. Because Shetima, that is shaking the hand of the Finland president, funded. He is the founder of Boko Haram. You can see it inside this place. And that is how we preach. Modu Sheriff said, Governor Shetima created and founded Boko Haram. Not him. You understand? And what else do you want? And yet, UN chief backs Nigeria integration of insurgent, call it key to peace. And that is why our leader said, global persecution of my people end with me.
It's not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that.
It is as simple as that. Look at the global persecution, and that is how we will call it a day. We are not calling it a day because what we can say has finished. It's just because of time. I have overstayed the 4 minutes, and you know what 4 minutes means. Please, lovely Biafrans, bear with me. Please, if you have not subscribed to 555 Vision, please subscribe and turn the notification bell on. When we come out like this, your phone will notify you. Personalize it. Please, if you have not also hit the like button that other people will watch it later. We love you, lovers of freedom. That is how it is.